everyone, it's Lindsay from Domer Home. I'm sorry for posting such a late video and letting such a huge lapse of time happen between my last video and now, but I'll have an explanation about that forthcoming. So today I wanted to share with you guys a little garden tour update. So this is what my front garden looked like at the beginning of July. Since then, things have dramatically changed, so I'll have to post another update soon. But in the meantime, let me show you what was going on in the beginning of July. So for the most part, I have a ton of perennials in my garden, and I actually brought a lot of them to this house from my previous townhouse, but I get a lot of my plants either for free or from friends or off Craigslist, and it's either free like I said, or I may pay a couple dollars here and there for some small baby plants. And I love to use perennials because they come back year after year. So along the front of my house and along the side, I have a ton of iris that I got from my friend Angelina, and I also have a ton of hostas. Unfortunately, all of the deer keep eating my hostas, so they look really pathetic right now. But normally when the deer don't eat them, this area is very full of hostas. So also in the front garden here, I have lamb's ear, I have daylilies, and ferns. This is primarily a shade garden and partial sun garden. So when we first moved into the house, all of the garden beds were edged with 2 to 3 layers of crumbling bricks, and it took me weeks and weeks to dig out all of those bricks. They were really sunk in there, and it took me several trips. I went on Craigslist and was searching for months for free rocks until I had enough to do all of these garden beds. So in the front here by our broken lamp post, I have more daylilies, some more hosta, catmint, which is a wonderful, wonderful plant. It grows so huge, you can divide it, the bees love it, it springs back after you prune it so quickly. It's such an easy plant to maintain, and it has really pretty purple flowers in the summer. I also have variegated liriope, and I also have for the spring daffodils and iris. Moving on to our front sun garden bed. There was nothing here when we first moved in here. Todd and I went to our local county dump and we brought back loads of topsoil and mulch, and we built this here from scratch. So some of the plants here that are a little bit different from the other garden beds, we have Pardon My Purple, which are those short, really pretty purple flowers. They have a short bloom time in the summer, but they do spread pretty rapidly. I have a ton of Shasta daisies here that are not quite bloomed yet. I also have black-eyed Susans, which are Maryland's state flower, and also some milkweed to attract all of those butterflies. So any of the big bare spots that you see in this front sun garden bed, those have catmint in them, and I just really pruned them back as I was gardening because they were also so full of debris, and I just wanted to clear them out. But since filming this a few weeks ago, they have popped back up and are in full bloom again. here we are back up in the front flower bed up near the house, and I just wanted to show you really quickly where we cut down some trees. So we had 2 giant trees that were just a few feet away from our house, but it was a little too close for comfort, so we cut those down. They were also dead trees, so we were a little bit nervous about having them so close to our house. And since this video was filmed, we have gotten those stumps ground down, and this shade slash partial sun garden has since turned into a full sun garden. So I will save all of that drama and all of those updates for a future video. So all of these little tiny white rocks I actually found as I was just doing general gardening throughout the whole yard. I would find all these little rocks throughout all of the soil, and I just kept putting them aside until I had enough to make that little pathway there. So here is the front left side of the house, and this is the junky portion, but I just wanted to go ahead and give you an update anyway. We have furniture here that I've since sold. We have another tree stump where we had cut down another huge tree really close to our house, and we have a pile of bricks that I had uncovered when we removed this front deck, and I'll try to insert some images of what it looked like with the front deck there. This bench here is real heavy duty, literally heavy, cast iron. It came with also 2 chairs and a side table, and they're all children's size. I got them for free off of Facebook Marketplace, and they were a beast to load into the truck and to haul out of the truck by myself, but I did it. Anyway, since I filmed this video, I have since sold that furniture. I made a little bit of a profit on that, and I have since moved all of these potted plants because they look really junky here. In the meantime, for the sake of this video, I'm going to give you a little tour of what's going on in these planters. So a lot of the plants in these planters I featured in my last garden vlog update, and I will link that video for you guys. And actually a lot of the flowers in here as well are Dollar Tree seeds. So that about wraps up what our front yard looked like at the beginning of July. I apologize that it's taken me so long to get this video out, but I'll have an explanation for that coming soon, so stay tuned for that video. And if you enjoyed this garden tour, I would love it if you guys gave it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!